Shabbos, everyone. This week's Parsha is that of Chayei Sara. In Parshas Chayei Sara, we have Avraham sending Eliezer to Avraham's family to find a bride, a proper bride, the next matriarch of Klal Yisrael for his son Yitzchak. And it says that when Eliezer is going, so it says, V'chol tuv adonov b'yodai. When he is traveling and he goes to Aram Naharayim, which is the former home, the birthplace of Avraham. So it states that he is taking with him kol tuv adonov b'yodai. All the good, all the wonderful monetary estate of Avraham. How does he have that? Rashi says he took a document which shows that Avraham was gifting unto Yitzchak literally his entire estate. And of course, he was doing this so that Rivka's family should be influenced and persuaded to allow their daughter to marry into an affluent family. But we see that Avraham gifted to Yitzchak his possessions. At the end of the Parsha, it says that as Avraham was growing old and he was nearing death, it says, Vayitein Avraham es kol asher lo liYitzchak. Avraham gave all that is his unto Yitzchak. So the commentaries ask, the Kli Yakar asks and says, this is repetitive. We already learned that years earlier, at least 35 years earlier, when Yitzchak got married, it already stated that Yaakov gave a document gifting his estate to Yitzchak. He gave that document to Eliezer. It was a legally binding, true document. So then what is he giving over here? The commentaries explain that Avraham raised other children. They weren't necessarily his, but he raised them. He influenced and raised them. And it says that he gave them matanos, livnei pilagshim, anasan Avram matanos. Avram gave them gifts, and then he sent them away from Yitzchak during Abraham's lifetime. He sent them Kedma to the east, Al Eretz Kedem to the eastern lands. Obviously, Abraham's intention was that after he dies, he doesn't want any friction and he doesn't want Yitzchak to be subjected to any type of rivalry or any type of controversy, so that Yitzchak could continue to pursue the mission of Avram, spreading the knowledge of God unto mankind. So he therefore sent away those that he had raised, he sent them away and he gave them gifts. But why does the Torah have to tell us that he sent them to the east? What's the difference if he sent them to the north, south, west? All it should say is that he sent them away. What does it mean he sent them eastward? A few verses later, it says, Vayomas Avraham b'seva toiva zoken v'sovei. Avraham died of a very old age. He was 175. He was old and he was satisfied. What does that mean? He was satisfied. So some say, the Ramban, I believe, says that he was satisfied because everything a man could hope for, he was blessed with. He had affluence, property. He had a reputation that was absolutely gold, as we see in the beginning of the Parsha, when he needed to purchase a burial site in Hebron to bury his wife Sarah and for himself, that they referred to him as Nasi Elikim, you are the Prince of God amongst us. You are Adoni Avraham, you are our master, our Lord. These are from the Hittites that they're referring to Avraham in such glowing terms. His reputation was absolutely gold. He had affluence. He had a son of whom he could not be more proud, who was holy. He would be the next patriarch of Klal Yisrael. Avraham left this world, the Ramban says he was satisfied. But others say, if that's the case, why does it say that he was old and satisfied? He should have been satisfied even before his death, even before he died. when he purchased the burial plot for Sarah, which was 40 years before his death. So then he was also satisfied. He was blessed with a son. He had great affluence. He had reputation. He was renowned. Why now does it say that he was satisfied at his death? The Kli Yakar tells us, we see over here as we come to the end of the life of Avraham. Avraham, the first Jew. A Jew means one who was chosen for the very special mission, the mission of spreading the knowledge of God, his Torah, ethics, morals, truth unto mankind. And as we come to the end of Avraham's life, the Torah is showing us what our lives are really all about. And that is, Avraham gave to Yitzchak his entire estate. He handed a document to Eliezer, go show that my family, go show my prospective in-laws that Yitzchak is a very wealthy man. He gave him, there's no question, everything that he had, he gave him. However, here, at the end of the Parsha, it says, Vayiten Avraham, Avraham gave as kol asher, all that is his, he gave to Yitzchak. When we speak about a person, what is truly his? What can we say, this is mine? Talk about our car, our home, our estate, the cash we have, our bank accounts. That's not ours, because we don't take that with us. There was a great king in Kal Yisrael. He was called Munbaz. And Munbaz said, I'm different than my predecessors. My predecessors accumulated wealth that had to be stored and secured in a safety deposit box behind closed doors, something that could be stolen and taken. That's where they put their trust. But I accumulated something else. I accumulated mitzvahs, good deeds, kindness, Torah knowledge. This can never be taken from me. This I don't have to protect behind shelters and closed doors and vaults. This is with me. It's part of my soul. This is the meaning that Avraham, yes, he gave his estate, he signed it over to Yitzchak, but that was not what Avraham had. That might have been in his custody. He transferred the custody to Yitzchak. But here at the end of the portion where it says he gave everything he had, you know what he had? He had the spiritual. He had the portal to the world to come. For he lived his entire life as a means. He lived in this world as an arena to accumulate all that would be necessary to prepare for indeed the world to come. That's what belongs to Avraham. That can never be taken. He might die and he might leave all his possessions here. He doesn't take them with him, but this he does. And this spiritual connection unto God, this he bequeathed to Yitzchak. He gave Yitzchak the knowledge and the love of our Father in heaven, and that Yitzchak would be able to further enhance this and embolden it and take it to another level and a higher step. What about those children that he raised? Here it says he gave them matanos, gifts. Gifts meaning something that you can take in your hand and transfer to someone else. He gave them material property and possessions. Why does it say that he sent them to the east? The word for east in Hebrew is kedem. Kedem. The word kedem is also the same word as kodem. Kodem means before. Indeed, what he was saying here is that to these children that I raise, I will give them material possessions, because the enjoyment of material possessions indeed comes before the true enjoyment of the world to come. Let them have the enjoyment here first. Let them have it first. Let them enjoy this. Yitzchak, I'm giving you the portal to the end, the key to the portal to the entrance, to that which will come later, after we have finished our mission in this world. You will have all eternity opened up to you when you're with your bond with your Creator in the world to come. They'll have first, but what you will have will be for everlasting. This is what Abraham is giving. And this is what the verse means when it says Abraham died in a ripe old age. He was old and satisfied. What does it mean he was satisfied? Satisfied when he was old and he died? That's what he's satisfied? Yes, it means that as he died, he died with total satisfaction, meaning like when a person reaches a saturation point, I'm hungry and I eat and now I'm satisfied. I can't eat anymore. I'm done. Abraham, all that this world, the material, I'm done. I don't need anymore. I don't need it. It means nothing to me. Everything in this world was a means of serving my Creator. And now that I'm leaving, I'm totally satisfied. No regrets. I don't want to take it with me because it's of no meaning. What I truly have, that will come with me. And this is not just a description of the greatness of Abraham, but rather it is an outline of the perspective for the Jew. We live this world, and we should enjoy the wonderful world that God gave us. We should eat and enjoy the foods we eat, but we should say a bracha and recognize that everything in this world, even the pleasures that we can experience, are an expression of God's benevolence and his love for us. And it's a means by which we can recognize that love and sense the greatness of God and attach ourselves unto him. Thereby, not only do we enjoy this world, but we can enjoy this world for its proper purpose, which is to enable us to enter through the portals for the world to come. This is the perspective. This is the mission of the Jew. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay Jewish. Have a wonderful Shabbos.